Good morning, everyone. I am sitting here with fellow colleague and artist JJ Little Wounded. Now, JJ, is it Jeremiah?
My full name is Jeremiah James, but JJ for short.
Oh, Jeremiah James. So, JJ is Jim Little Wounded's baby boy. I mean, such a talented family. And not just your dad, but your mom also has artistic talents as well, right?
Yes.
So, do you feel like your art is a mirror of your parents' art, or do you feel like you have your own stories, your own designs, or what are your thoughts about your art?
So my art, it's a little bit both mirror of my parents' art as well as my own.
Sure.
I have my own style to it, and most of it I learned from my father. So along the way, as I'm making things, I ask him questions about it. If this is okay, if this is right, if this, like, for example, like that. Not,
So I do know that people don't understand that sometimes when it comes to designs, there's just some things that are interpersonal that stay in the family, that are only shared with family, and not really a sellable resale kind of item. There are some designs that you can share, and some that just should not be shared. Is that truth?
yeah, there's some truth. There's truth to it.
Yeah.
Because certain families had certain designs, and that's how they were able to tell the difference. Like that parfleche, like when we moved camps, each family had their own parfleche, and then instead of carrying the parfleches with all the belonging, they're hidden in different areas.
Like a cache.
Yeah.
So then that way you were assured when you moved on to the next place there would be some supplies that you could
Mm.
use. Smart, number one, because you just never know what you can or cannot take with you. And two, sometimes your tools and the items that you used in your everyday life, once you created it, executed it, you just didn't want to have to do that again. So why not just store it? So then when you came back to it, there it would be, and you wouldn't have to sit down and try to create it again. Do you feel like in your modern life, it's kind of been like that? Because I know you've traveled around, you've lived other places, you haven't just always lived on the Cheyenne River Sioux reservation, right?
Yes. So it's been like like my like personal belongings that I carry around, or like in a certain bag that I keep. I still have some stuff from the 1990s.
Hopefully, it's not deodorant
No.
or something that may have expired a while ago. When it comes to your artwork, do you have like certain things that you just keep with you so you could do art in the moment?
Oh yeah, I have my own
Nice.
little boxes and totes that I have for certain stuff. I like organize in different areas where I know where it's
Perfect.
at.
Perfect. I've noticed that over the many decades of working with artists that they do have a certain kind of organizational skills, so that when they're creating, they can just reach over, here's all the orange stuff, or there's the sharp stuff, or here's my needles all the time, things like that. Do you feel that organized?
Uh, Organized enough where I know everything's
Good for you, because
at.
I also feel that creating is a personal experience. There's really no dictating.
Yeah.
Um, we had a school tour one time where I told the kids that the sky could be whatever color they wanted it to be because Mother Nature doesn't just say it's always blue, period. It's always green, period. When you look around you, it's all the colors. Do you feel like you incorporate all of your color spectrum freely?
Oh yes.
Good, good. Yeah, I admire that. Personally, myself, I admire that because I feel like that's very freeing, when you're creating and you're free to use what you want. It's freeing.
Yeah.
Do you do other, besides native art, are you a portrait artist or anything like that? Have you delved into other kinds of art?
Um,
Pottery making?
well, just mostly Native American art.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, what better place to be,
Yeah.
you know? Oh, so anyway, um, when you were living, I know you lived in the Southwest. Where did you live?
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. What were your experiences like there with their type of art?
It was like culture shock. It was
Oh,
like
was it?
different. Like after I moved down there, everything was beautiful. You know, I just loved all everything, like all the desert area, like the mountains and the different styles they have down there, the pottery, all that. It's just all beautiful work.
Yeah,
So it's a bit different, but beautiful.
yeah, yeah. Very, very of the area
Mhm.
too, you
Yeah.
know. And I know their color palette is very much so of the area, you know, and their environment. Just like our color palette here is of this area, of
Mhm.
our environment.
Yeah.
So, did you ever collaborate with any of your Southwest friends, or?
No.
Yeah. It wasn't really a I can't work with you.
No, no. I just never got the chance to like collaborate or anything or
Yeah.
all that, but it'd be something to consider to think about in the future.
So, everybody should know JJ has had a lifetime experience with Prairie Edge, his whole life. Um, from very little guy to now this beautiful grown man that we see here today. Um, from your perspective, how much do you think Prairie Edge has changed?
Um, Over the years, it changed a lot for the better. Um, Coming here as a kid with my father is very interesting. I loved it. I love seeing all the beads, everything, and how everything was at the beginning, how it started, how normal business started. Now it's it's more than amazing to me. And it's
Right.
more amazing to see how far Prairie Edge has come
Yeah.
and how influential it is in the community and the surrounding areas and the world.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. And you're right. There are a certain amount of growing pains with any business when you get started, especially a business that's its foundation is based on culture, and but also based on community. So you know, in general, we're here for the welfare of everyone that lives here, not just one single group. I feel like you're the perfect example of how our generation should go from now on. You know, we started off with you as a little guy, and you stuck it out with us. You know, and then actually came to be with us. You know, nobody forced you.
Yeah.
And we said, you, this is the only place you're going to be ever. So, and you are our future. You know, as far as artists, colleague, you know, you're instrumental in management. Your customer service is stellar. I mean, you know, what isn't there to like about you? You know, so and I'm sure you have crappy days like we all do, but
Yeah.
but you know, just a little hot yoga will cure that.
Yep.
So yeah, yeah. JJ does his own. Is it
Um,
like a podcast or? I don't want to say the wrong words because I'm old.
um, so like for a workout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No. So I do my own little workouts on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Sundays and Tuesdays are a full body workout. Um, and then Thursday I do yoga. There's another coworker, other coworkers as well, or whoever join in every now and then. I have a friend I do the same thing with on certain days. So it's all over like Zoom or Google Meet stuff.
Right. So it's also about keeping yourself physically well,
Yeah.
mentally well, and artistically on top of it too.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's very healthy. You know, you are expressing yourself, you're taking good care of yourself, and in this day and age, that can be really difficult with
Yeah.
all the pressures of life in general. And I really, honestly, you know, good luck with the future.
Thank
Keep
you.
on going, buddy. You
Thank you.
know, and I know from Prairie Edge's perspective, we are so fortunate to have that next generation of little woundeds. Hmm?
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.